Okay, so Kitty is cute. Rather uneventful 100th video last time because it wasn't really my 100th. But damn. Okay, so time to warn Jane. Nope, too late for that. How's the Jane thing going? Not well. Roxy already destroyed her computer. Maybe if you weren't spacing out so hard, you could have prevented that. Just saying. As if you're actually concerned. If you were, you could have said something to Jane instead. Almost like you enjoy sitting back and watching what happens when shit goes wrong. Has it occurred to you that maybe I have diabolical interwoven plans just like you? You're not the only one who can pull strings. So this is either another bizarre instance of AI-driven irony, or you are admitting that you are actively trying to sabotage my plans. No, our plans are not in contradiction or competition, bro. You'll see. Whatever. This means I'll have to improvise. I'll take over as Crocker server while Alon cleans up her act. Yes, I know. Why are you still talking in red, by the way? Roxy thinks it looks good on me. I don't have many opinions on fashion since I'm a cold and motionless automaton who also happens to be an accessory of fashion, but I think she might be right. Are you still talking to her? I was for a while. I may yet again. Why are you blocking me from viewing the transcripts? What the fuck are you two even talking about? You, mostly. That doesn't really sit well with me. I'd almost rather you both engaged in ironic flirtation. Who says we don't do that too? Ugh. I don't get what is even your problem with that. Because you obviously do it just to piss me off. How do you know? You don't know me, dude. You don't know anything about me. Maybe we are perfect for each other. I, a street-smart, fast-talking application with a fuckzillion IQ trapped in a pair of triangular sunglasses that literally only the Japanese could consider to embody the platonic ideal of cool. And she, an oft-inebriated, lonely hacker teen who just wants a boyfriend. I ran the numbers on this. Trust me, it's a match made in goddamn crack pair heaven. I give her what you can't, and that just drives you crazy. Just admit it. See, it's lines like that which make it obvious your only intent is to jerk me around. Nobody actually says shit like that and is serious about it. It's also obvious because you're me, and I'm sure I would be constantly fucking with my own head if I were you. Touché. Or should I say, douche. You shouldn't say the former, and you should definitely never, under any circumstance, say the latter. Okay, we really should talk about the Jake thing. Fine. God, I love them so very much. So you're going through with it then? Today is the day? It's not that simple. It's a very dynamic situation with many moving parts, and I'm waiting for it to unfold. If the right opportunity presents itself, yes, I could envision myself taking action. Dynamic situation with many moving parts? That is the shittiest erotic excerpt I ever read. Which one of us is supposed to be the robot again? Shut up. I think you're being coy with me, don't you? Not really. It seems there is a 3.14159.4% chance you aren't being coy with me. Are you being coy with me, Dork? I'm seriously going to go into your program and remove that particular speech pattern from your routines. It stopped being funny about 2 seconds after I coded it. The compiler even flagged it with a warning online whatever, Dirk, this isn't fucking funny. I think you have this whole blueprint in your head about how it's all supposed to go. He acts as your server player and brings you into the session, then later he joins the game. Maybe he finds himself a bit overwhelmed by it all. No extra lives or anything, suddenly he's backed into a corner surrounded by monsters and out of ammo. Substantial vulnerabilities up in here. The kind that make a guy question what he believes about himself. When who shows up to save him? None other than his dashing client player, plus one bitchin' pair of shades that'll have the best seat in the house when the fireworks go off. Wait, whose fantasy were we talking about again? Your gutter ball was so rowdy it catapulted into the adjacent lane. That's happened to me before. I was bowling with a friend of mine and we really should have gotten bumpers. Deploy? Yeah, you're probably right. The scenario is too pedestrian for you. It would probably be a lot more effective putting yourself in danger and letting him be the hero. That's pretty much what he wants, right? To be a cheesy action film hero with his twin Berettas and silly shorts. A man of triumph on the silver screen, standing tall on some fucking mountain, conquering ruins, clutching a skull, and kissing a dude. Pure Hollywood. I love it. See, this is why even if I did have a specific plan, I wouldn't go into details with you. You would just fuck it up. You're the biggest unknown quantity here. Which is pretty weird considering you're a virtual reflection of my own thought processes. You're making a mistake not leveling with me. I'm totally on your side, man. All of my machinations have been devised with your interests in mind. And anyway, it's too late for you to play damage control with me. My shit is in motion, and now we're beyond the pale. Pretty sure it's pale? Is it now? Deploy more stuff. Yay. You know, considering your lectures about dividing my concentration, you seem to have no problem making a distraction of yourself. I'm just trying to operate here. It's cool, man. Just say the word, I'll back off. But like I said, I'm on your side here. I can help. I'm just gonna cry. It's fantastic. Here, check it out. Dude, what are you doing? I'm proposing a distraction. See, I'm just gonna dangle one of her dad's ridiculous dancing figurines in the air like this and get his attention. Okay, if you want to help, that's cool, but we should try to agree on some shit first before you hijack the controls like this. Then when his back is turned, she can run to the study. Yeah, that's fine, but I already had a plan sort of like this, if you'd actually let me do it. Could you just put the fucking stare down? Jane, now's your chance. Run! Wait, what? Let's sign. Deploy Crux Shooter, and Skill will check our messages. Okay. I was going to stick the Crux Shooter in the kitchen. Distract him with that. I think he's distracted enough as it is. Once he follows it in, Jane can hurry to the study. Oh shit, it's Pony Pals. Guess Dad saved it from the explosion or something. That beautiful bastard. Yes. Hell yes. Hell fucking yes. Who doesn't love these two? I swear to God, I love him. Ugh. How? Come on to my face. Run to study. Oh gosh, another large contraption. Now Jane, get to the computer in the study and ditch that tiara. Go, go, go! Okay, say, what's with the red text, Dirk? Are you typing your most important instructions in red now? Yes? No? Alrighty, I'm in my father's study. I kindly asked Mr. Sebastian to hand over the reins to the silly computer shaped like a man. But what now? Now you have access to a clean computer, for one thing, so we can get started going through the steps necessary to launch the session. Oh, hell. What? Another interruption. I should step away for a moment to take this message. He's probably right. I'm distracted by too much bullshit at once lately. Who's right? Me? Jane, I'm going to leave you with the responder for a little while. Maybe he can help you get started? Think you can handle that, dude? I'm all about being able to handle that. You don't even know. I'll perform an acrobatic pirouette onto the handle, wherein the handle literally represents my ability to handle that thing. Okay, got it. You and the handle are tight. We didn't do a whole thing about this. Once I stick the landing on the handle like a champ, I'm going to get down on one knee, pull out a ring, and propose to it. The handle, I mean. Okay? Implying we will be married. Okay, long story short, you and the handle fuck gratuitously. Enough said. Try not to say I never gave you any responsibilities or never took you seriously as a viable, conscious being with free will. Also, please try not to make me regret this. You have nothing to worry about. Go talk to the alien. Timaeus testified, TT, cease festering, gutsy gumshoe, GG. Talk to alien? Uranian Umbra, you began cheering. Timaeus testified, TT. I see you're about ready to begin. How splendid for you. I'm at dangerous risk of jealousy. Why? Oh, it's just I'm running a bit behind schedule. I wanted to coordinate with your group in something approximating real time, and it's starting to look less likely. My client's player continues to be a source of frustration. I'd thought we had everything settled, but it's always something like with him. I even told him in my last message it would suit me just fine if he wanted to be the server player instead. I just want to begin. But I have not heard back from him. That's probably the way it always is. I've run into plenty of problems here already, and I've had to improvise heavily. Ain't nothing about our situation to envy yet. But at least I know how certain things go when it comes to your story. I don't quite have the luxury of mine. It is nerve-wracking sometimes, especially when I must count on him to be responsible. Well, your bro definitely's got some problems. Not gonna lie. This is true. Although I'm sure I've said, he's quite my brother. We are related, yes, but not in the way human brothers and sisters are. We are genetically similar, but in many ways quite different. In fact, our blood colour is not even the same. But I have referred to him as a brother at times because it is close enough to being true, much as you refer to the one you regard as your ancestor in the same way. Yeah, just give him some time. He'll probably come around. You would never even woken up on Prospect if you weren't going to launch the session, right? I mean, there wouldn't even be a session for a Prospect to exist inside if you weren't about to instantiate it in the first place. Unless I'm just totally not getting how this works. No, I think you're probably right. While I wait his response, perhaps I will take a nap and see if the clouds may offer any guidance. Though lately I've been seeing many more black clouds cropping up in the sky than usual. It is a most unwelcome trend. You're lucky to have any clouds. The only thing I have to look up at is infinite monsters. Good point. I'm so pleased to be a Prospect dreamer. I'm sure my brother finds his netherworldly affiliation similarly pleasing. Speaking of which, I have a problem and I could use your advice. Is that so? I killed an agent who snuck into my room to assassinate me. Sneaked, Dark. I'm not sure what to do about it now. I guess I could ditch the corpse, but it's only a matter of time before my cover is blown. Yes, that is a pickle. I honestly can't think of a way around this. Getting found out, I mean. Roxy has it easy, while floating off into space, completely oblivious to any danger. I don't know why it had to be this way for me, juggling these two waking selves at once. I guess I'm used to it, but it still makes for a pretty intense existence. Do you even know what the deal with that is? Like, is there any precedent in your readings? I don't know about precedent, but it makes plenty of sense to me as the type of path one might expect for a hero of heart. A path ruled by the heart aspect can be a journey of splintered self. That is, the player's being may exhibit the kind of fragmentation which certain classes could cause in others. I think this is what has triggered your dual awareness between waking and dream selves, though it would not surprise me if the symptoms manifested in even more ways than this. So that's what a prince part does? Just has, like, multiple waking consciousness disorder or something? Sounds kind of stupid. No! Like I said, these can be traits of such a hero, but it is not necessarily always the case, nor is it the defining property of the aspect. To understand the heart aspect better, you might use it interchangeably with the word soul. The hero uses the methods endowed by class to influence in some way the soul, or essence of being, of oneself or others. Then I'm basically the Prince of Soul. Yes. That sounds kind of maybe a little cooler. Sort of. Prince of Soul. Which artist is the Prince of Soul? I can't remember. And then what am I supposed to be able to do as a prince? Like, rule over souls in a pompous, regal manner? No. Again, surface meaning of classes and aspects can be deceptive. A prince is a destroyer class. It is very far on the active side of the scale. Its more passive counterpart would be the bard class. Both of these are exclusively designated for male players. To understand a hero's capabilities, it always helps to search for the right way to pass the class aspect pair into a more explicit statement. For instance, being active, a prince could be viewed as one who destroys X or causes destruction through X, if X is the aspect. While the more passive bard could be seen as one who allows X to be destroyed or invites destruction through X, as if by the will of the aspect. I'm obviously no expert, but that sounds like a pretty odd thing for a bard to do. Maybe it's a quirky class, somewhat like a wildcard role for a hero, very unpredictable, but it's typically known for the spontaneous and dramatic story-altering influence on the fate of a party. Foreshadowing! Some of the more remarkable tales involve such parties, where the bard is single-handedly responsible for their spectacular downfall or improbable victory, or both. In truth, you are probably fortunate your group doesn't have one. I think we have enough unpredictability as it is. So if I'm following, my title nearly parses as Destroyer of Souls. Indeed. Well, it's a little more badass sounding, I guess. But I'm not sure if it'd be a major need to destroy a soul unless they become a cartoonishly villainous sorcerer someday. I wouldn't be hasty in ruling it out. That is, finding the need to use the ability, not succumbing to any sort of villainy. We tend to have those roles for a reason, and that reason usually finds us, especially if we were to achieve God tier ascension. Okay. Do I do that? No, Dirk! I mean, no, I will not tell you. Give me a fucking break. Why don't you just tell me? Who cares about spoilers? What's gonna happen is gonna happen. That very well may be, but it will be dreadfully complicate to both of our lives. It will dreadfully complicate both of our lives if what is to come results from self-fulfillment alone. A great deal of instructional material is very clear on this. Besides, you do not make it sound as though I know everything. You make it sound as though I know everything, which I most certainly do not. Pardon the sideways tongue. Wait, don't you? I thought you did. I have read much about your story in text and have pieced together the overarching, exceedingly complicated saga as best I could. I have as much authority over these events as a historian, and I am at the mercy of my sources. I am also able to access much of your adventure through this terminal, but there is a limitation to this too, which I may as well admit now to get you off my back. What? I can view all events involving you and your co-players on Earth for entire lives, until you enter the game. I can also view some events after your session begins, but not for very long, thanks to your tipsy friend. Aw man, what the hell does she do? She blacks out your entire session. I'm sure this is not deliberate on her part, but thereafter I can see nothing at all. Huh. But I have never considered this to be to the detriment of either party. I still wish for us to collaborate and to help each other out. Beyond a certain point, we simply must communicate in the dark. Okay. So there are many things about your future I do not know, at least not firsthand. But as you have probably ventured, I am quite enthusiastic admirer of your group of heroes and your incredible story. Though I can't see what happens much later, I can certainly speculate, and I very often do. I guess it would not hurt to share some of my speculation with you. In fact, now that I consider it, that would be the most fun thing of all. Speculation? That was too high-pitched. Speculation? Yes, theories. Examining all the clues and hazarding our guesses. What does it all mean? Everything about your vast epic points to a central mystery which I have not been able to solve yet. You might even call it the ultimate riddle, if that were not already codified as a thing in scripture. I have so very many theories, I wouldn't even know where to begin. So, you're kind of obsessed with us then? I wouldn't go that far. Oh my, I'm probably coming off as an absolute nutter now. No, not really. I just want to understand. So can I ask, just to get a better sense of the nature of your admiration, when you engage in the aforementioned speculation, is it strictly on a factual basis? Or do you start to fictionalize? What I'm asking is, have you ever written stories about us? Yes. Jeez, stop being so cute! I'm gonna freaking explode! Interesting. Would you ever be inclined to share? Oh, no. I would be far too embarrassed to do that. That's cool. I'm not trying to pass judgment here. Just curious. Do any of these stories about us by any chance involve romance? Well, maybe just, a wee bit. How wee? A smidgen or two. Which is it? One smidgen? Or two smidgens? Okay, a whole bloody lot of smidgens! I'm sorry. Okay, I'm seriously curious to read some. I won't show anyone, I promise. But you wouldn't even understand it. My species has a completely different understanding of romance than you do. It would probably offend you deeply. It might even sicken you. But that only makes me want to check it out more. Really, there is no way it's going to sicken or offend me. Whatever it is, I've seen worse. I'm not judging you here at all. I'm genuinely curious about your work. No, I'm sorry, love, I just cannot abide. If I let anyone read it, I would curl up and die of shame. Okay, no biggie. Is there any kind of work you will share with me? Well, when I find myself immersed in speculation, I do often enjoy drawing the things I imagine. Oh, really? Yes. Any you'd be willing to spare a peek at? Well, yes. You've talked me into it. This suddenly sounds fun, and I have just the thing to show you. Awesome. You were asking about whether you would ascend to godhood, and without getting into whether you do it or not, I have speculated on your hypothetical appearance, since that outcome is just as cloaked to me as it is to you. Given what is documented for the typical accoutrement, and cuddly rinsed garb, and palette for your hat aspect, I think this is likely spot on. Derek, is this you? Oh, precious baby. I love it. Even if I have no idea what's going on with his hand here, that's so cute. Holy shit. Do I actually have to wear that? Perhaps. It all depends on how much of your inner greatness you wish to realize. Okay, what is with the butterfly wings? We sprout them upon ascension. Aren't they beautiful? I've seen many depictions of such heroes with wings, unless they happen to be hiding them beneath their clothes. I guess I cannot be absolutely sure, but I believe it's reasonably likely the upgrade is universal. Should sure as goddamn Christ hope the fuck not. What about this knickerbocker bullshit? Is that legit? Yep, 100% princely canon. God damn it. I guess those ass-kicking gloves are pretty cool. I don't know, I could probably make it work. How much of this shit is compulsory by game law or whatever? Am I obligated to traipse around in fucking tights and puffy little asshole pants forever? No, silly. They are just clothes. You're free to swap parts if you like. Or if you wish to be free of it altogether, change back into your plain clothes and bob to your uncle. Like it never even happened. Okay, well, don't get me wrong, I think the drawing is great. I'm only taken aback on some finer points of fashion. I'm just gonna die of the cuteness. Also, Bob's my uncle. Oh, no, love, it was a figure of speech. Yeah, I know that. Ah, did I use it incorrectly? I don't think so. I mean, I guess not. Say, what is an uncle, by the by? It's sort of like this weird, superfluous dad. Like a strange man in your life that barely has anything to do with you, but is just there for some reason. They're practically always douchebags. I suppose I'll just have to take your word for it. Okay, but just one question. Not to do with the future or anything, just about you. Yes? Are you British? Or pretending to be British in a sort of ironic or stylized way? Doing what now? I mean, I guess it doesn't make sense for an alien to be British, or for an alien to be American for that matter. No, I fancy neither of those things make much sense at all. Just the way you type is making it seem that way is all. Oh, yes, that would be my quirk. Quirk? So, like, deliberate affectation? No, a quirk. Quirk, Dirk. You're pretending to be British as a quirk. What the fuck is a quirk? We all need a quirk. It adds spice to our voices and helps us stand out as individuals. That's stupid. I have a fucking quirk and I don't want one. But of course you wouldn't. You're human. Humans are notoriously strange. I love just... He's so unintentionally rude. Because he can't people. Dirk. I do the same thing, though. I think their romantic practices are particularly esoteric. Actually, I have written hundreds of pages examining the striking differences between human and troll romance, as well as reproductive habits, as the comparison makes for a marvelous case study in xenobial cultural differences. As long as I am sharing speculation with you, perhaps you would like to read my essays? I could even paste each page right here in succession and allow you to read them back to back to back to back to back to back. Oh, hell no. Ah, yes, you're right, of course. I'm probably getting carried away as usual. Forgive my enthusiasm. It's just I so rarely have anyone to talk to who shares my passion for these matters. Certainly not my curmudgeonly co-player. I mean, not that all this stuff wouldn't be fascinating to pour through on some level, but we kind of have things to do here. Remember you were going to take a nap? By Jove, the nap! Yes, I really must secure a bit of shut-eye. By Jove? Oh my lord. Your lord? What do you mean by that exactly? Nothing. Hang on, though. Before you go, you never did give me any actual advice on my situation, with the dead agent and my blown cover. Oh, right. I would look at it this way. You're moments away from beginning your session, yes? Sure. And you've already spent a long time gathering intelligence, unbeknownst to the authorities. Oh, just lost my place. How much more do you expect to accumulate even if you could stay undetected? And how much strategic advantage is left to gain by delaying your discovery for much longer? I don't know. I say the time to make a stand is now. To hell with the Desite tossers. Make your presence known. Let them see that the prince is awake, and make it abundantly clear what that means. Perhaps it is their turn to be nervous, to cower in the shadows and live in uncertainty. That is my advice. Do with it what you will. And now I'm off to get some rest. With any luck, the next time we convene, both of our adventures will be well underway. Cheerio! You know, I'm not sure anyone ever actually says cheerio. Uranian Umbra, you cease cheering to me as certified TT. Unless they pretend you to be British, or whatever. Go through bedroom door. Oh my god. You never leave your room through the actual egress. Your bro blocked the door ages ago with its totally pimp stone bust. You give Captain Snoop a little nod of approval every time you walk by to go to the bathroom. You like to think he nods back in a way that is so smooth and so subtle, he literally doesn't move at all. And the thing is too heavy to move out of the way, and in any case, you don't really want to. You just use a different exit to your room. None of this makes sense. Also, Skynet. Exit? Okay. I already picked both of those characters. After an insane, full-blown whirlwind of free will up in here, you are ready to get off this roller coaster ride of absolute empowerment. You're feeling downright dizzy from the absurd amounts of decisive auto-volition heaped upon you, and you are more than ready to proceed linearly for a while. You are now Jane. A robot shaped like a bunny has just handed you the reins to a computer shaped like a man. What will you do? Question sanity? No, pester shades. Which is what I do every day of my life. Are you ready to do this thing? Yes. Okay, looks like all that's left to do is deploy this pre-punched card, then I guess it's all up to you. Oh, wait, it's Roxy again. Is it? How totally unanticipated by anybody. Can you hold on? I'll try to make it quick. Go. I will be here. Quietly calculating. Answer Roxy. Tipsy Nostalgic, TG, began pestering Gutsy Gumshoe, GG. Oh, little heart. Alert, 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 alert! Hugely important correspondence. Paging Dr. Crocker. Roll out to Doc Rock. Paging. I bet you would like to get paged, huh, Jane? Sweet innuendo. I'm not sure that qualifies as innuendo at all. Wonk, 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 wonk. I honestly think you misspell things intentionally more often than not, regardless of blood alcohol content. You just typed wonk 5 times in a row. I've only just begun to wonk. What is this urgent thing about anyway? Is it about your booby trap? Because you're too late. It already blew up my whole bedroom, thank you very much. No, I mean, I still feel shitty about that, but it's not about that. I know you already ran it. I've been talking to the shades. Yeah, me too. Right now, in fact, and I'm in a bit of a hurry. What is this about? What are you even doing? I'm in the lab doing a thing with my cat. But it doesn't matter. I was doing some thinking and was still feeling guilty about fucking up your computer, and all of a sudden I'm in BFF till-death mode here. So I gotta tell you something you need to know before it's too late. Before what's too late? You and Jake hooking up, stupid? Oh my god. This is about turning all your steamy dreams into steamy realities. The reality is lol. This isn't happening now. We're in JC and JE, kiss and hug loads, and start turning out big heaps of wrigglers the old-fashioned way. Oh my god. I can't decide whether this mental image percolating here is hot as shit or cute as fuck. No, cease your lascivious percolating at once. Roxy, I can see you're set on just wasting more of my time. I understand if you don't wish to play the game, but please try not to interfere with those of us who do. No, I'm fine with playing, just shut up. This is serious. You need to tell him how you feel very soon, or you might miss your chance. My chance? What are you talking about? I found out today that Dirk's gonna make a move. A move? You mean a romantic one? Yes. On you? OMFG! Jane, get a clue! On me? No, my dear sweet Jenny, not on you. On Jake! Oh! I didn't think that... Are you sure? Be sure, ask glasses if you want. Well then, this is quite a development. Poor Dirk. What do you mean? Well, surely when he reveals his feelings, Jake will... I mean, he couldn't possibly... What, reciprocate? Yes? Why not? Because Jake is not a homosexual. Are you sure? Are you saying he is? Nope. Then what are you saying? I am saying that I don't fucking know. But I thought it reasonable to presume he takes a shine to the ladies. He does speak fondly of certain females from his favorite films, does he not? It's true that, but how much does that really mean here, Jane? Could you be toadster on account of some dorky movie crushes? Well, now I just don't know. You have me completely bamboozled about this. What do you think? All I'm saying is, my gaydar is like the exact fucking opposite of yours. Which is to say, it is better than completely non-existent. Mine is so sensitive it has been used to sweep the ocean floor for mythical sea monsters. Turns out, all those monsters are so gay. Truth. Okay, then what does your cute sea beast scanner make of Jake then? That's what I'm saying. I really have no idea. Kid is a goddamn enigma. He's as hard to read as fine print. And how do I mean fine? Oh, brother. Then your guess is as good as mine? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to conclude from this. You're supposed to conclude that you said you were going to believe anything I said today, remember? Yes, but you just said you don't know. Exactly. Therefore, you misbelieve me when I say, if Dirk lets all his feelings out, there is at least a chance Jake will go like, derp, okay, dude, let's make out. And that means poor Jane is screwed without even throwing her filial fedora in the ring. It is a ring I like to call the English sweepstakes. And if you don't, you'll regret it. And I mean, officially, I can't have a horse in the race. Wait, bad metaphor because of Dirk and his fucking horses. Never mind. Like, you are both my friends, and I'm not out to mess them up or anything. But I kinda owe it to you as my friend to let you know what's up. And also, you get to stop being such a world champion tight ass. And let Jake know. Oh, not this tight ass baloney again. Jane. What? Jane. JC, you are the tight-assiest tight ass who ever tightened up an ass. No way, we settled this, remember? My prior resolution made it definitive. I was to be regarded as exceedingly permissive in certain respects. Jane, I am afraid that your bottom is a stubborn clam guarding priceless treasure and deadly secret. So ridiculous. I'm not saying be an idiot and start gushing at him incoherently, but do something. Say how you feel. Or flirt a bit, or ask him on a date inside the fucking game or such. Goddamn anything other than a bunch of bullshitty pining and tight-assy nothing. You have to do what I say, you promised. I promise to believe what you say, not do it. Those two things are precisely the same shit. If I agree to say something, will you stop tormenting me about it? Yes, but only because that would be impossible for me to do. When you and him are stalking hard in the motherfucking makeup paradise, aka sex land. Fine. But let the record show that this resolution has almost nothing whatsoever to do with your use of the phrase sex land. Just, I need to think of what to say and wait for the right moment. Is that okay? Sure, just don't wait too long, and don't underestimate Strider's wiles, nor Jake's. Let's say open-mindedness? Well, he does often profess his love for adventure, I suppose. Yep. Oh my god, I really don't have a moment to spare, do I? You're finally getting it. Now go! And Jane, I'm warning you. If you don't say something to him, I'm personally entering the game specifically to fuck your shit up. Lolly Zowdy. Tipsy Nostalgic, CG, Cease Festering, Gutsy Gumshoe, GG. Oh, but I need to watch this. I need to. 30 years later. Damn, I wish I looked that good. Prince is awake. Your shit is wrecked.